I struggle going. Oh, I need to do this other one. I struggle going to women's events because I don't know anyone, but I know God calls us to fellowship. How do I overcome this and make friendships?
Oh, that's a hard one, isn't it? I'm just kind of a naturally shy person. I'm very introverted, and so I have to force myself to get out and do things. But I know this is going to sound strange, but the best way that it worked for me was I just started serving at church. And so that's how I got to know people. And I remember, well, of course, when we came up here in 1990, we kind of started the church, and so we were always there. But when we moved back in 2005 from Colorado, that first Sunday, I walked into Steve's office. I go, hey, you guys doing coffee or donuts or anything? And he goes, yeah, over in the fellowship hall. So that was my first, those ladies, Renee Quigley being one of them, are the first ladies that I met and became friends with. And all I did was go over there and say, hey, I'm Marcy. Can I help with the donuts? Can I help with the coffee? And, you know, you just start serving and start being a part of things. Obviously, I think we all know the Proverbs that says if you want friends, you have to be friendly. Yeah. So, but really, if God wants you to have friends, then he will bring you friends. You just, of course, need to be in prayer about it. Yeah. And may I say this? I don't know who asked this question, but I'm going to address it. Sometimes the reason we don't want to be around other women is because we think they're judging us, and the reason we think they're judging us is because we're judging them. So they weren't friendly enough. They didn't come up and say hi to me. Oh, she stood there and talked to that person longer than she talked to me. Why is she wearing that thing? Why is she acting that way? So we walk in, you know, a whole bundle of stuff, and then we, in essence, do think that other people are doing that to us, and so we just want to stay away. So don't judge your sister. Just be yourself. Be you, but be a godly you, and just be a friend. Sit down at the table and start talking.
Yeah, if only we could all just wipe that away and just say, hi, I'm Dana, how you doing? Yeah. Right? And just, I don't know, get that judgmental brain out of us, right? But we're women and we're weird like that. Yeah. And we're kind of mean like that.
Yes, we are.
It is mean,
Stop.
Right? And we're all so insecure. Not all of us, don't want to paint with,
but we are.
I mean, but we are. We're very insecure. But another thing on top of what Marcia's saying is it just takes time. Yep. And you have to put yourself out there a little bit. I prayed for 4 years for a good group of friends. It took 4 years for my group of friends, right? And my friends, my closest friends in my little circle are the ones that I do serve with. Yep. They're the ones that I serve with, okay? And you just build a friendship. You go through things together. So, yeah, like Mar said, get out and serve. Yes. So, yeah, and it takes time.
It does. So. And maybe the Lord wants you to be his friend first. And there's many times I can look back in my life and just feel lonely because I didn't have a girlfriend and nobody to talk to. But I look back on that time, it was a good time. I needed to not have anybody to talk to. I needed to talk to Jesus. I needed to learn how to get my relationship with him correct and then my relationship with my husband. And, Mitch is my favorite, best earthly friend. Jesus is my best friend, but Mitch is my best friend. But I have a lot of girlfriends that I would not want to do life without. And, I hope that I am as much of a blessing to them as they are to me. And I believe the reason it is because we all purpose in our heart to be godly women, to do what God says, to love him and to love others as he loves us.
Yeah. One more thing. We tend to look to people to rescue us.
That's good.
And we're not supposed to, right? The Lord is our rescuer. He's the one who saves us. So once you have that in check and you recognize that, I think it helps friendship just be a little bit easier. Right? We're going to go and hang out and we're going to talk about Jesus together and we're going to fellowship. And I'm not really expecting much from my friends, right? Except for them to be godly. And when they're not, then I'll call them out. When I'm not, they'll call me out. And that's it, right? It's pretty simple. So, yeah.
Amen.